Hello and welcome to the last What Are We Playing this week of the year. A special one where I'm gonna recommend to you some video games that you may not have tried because they've been kind of ignored. Some of the most ignored games of the year which are actually kinda nice and you should try them if you want to. These are games that you may not see featured all over the place or may not have people talking about them non-stop, but they're still worth a try. They're still worth being looked at. So first one up is Silence. I've mentioned this one a few weeks back. This is the sequel to The Whispered World, or at least it takes place in the same universe, I believe. Again, I'm not actually sure. I never finished The Whispered World and I have not played Silence yet. The trailer for this game that was released about 3 years ago was amazing, and there is a demo of it, so you can actually play it without buying it. Legally, I mean. This is an adventure game about a war-torn world from the perspective of children. Well, you actually play as 3 characters during the game, but some of them are children, and well, you can probably imagine it's gonna be one of those games that makes you feel things. Things that remind you that yes, you indeed are human. Even you replicants out there. You can find Silence on Steam right now for the price of 30 euros because it was just released like just a month ago. After that we have Beholder, which I already covered in a show last month. Beholder is a game where you play as the superintendent of an apartment building, one that is occupied by several people, on which you have to spy for the state constantly. You don't even get to sleep. You have to report everything back. You have to discover incriminating evidence that these people are dissidents, that these people are evil, that these people, I don't know, hoard candy or worse, own subversive literature. It is a very good idea for a game, and from what I played, I have not yet played the full version. The developer gave us the full version. I am gonna try and do something with it next year, I promise. From what I have played, it is a very good implementation of that idea. And you can get it for just 10 euros on Steam right now. Just 10 euros. That's a very good price for a game that is this interesting. Up next we have Tasty Lethal Tactics. This is a game that you play with your friends or your enemies. It doesn't matter because by the end, if you win, they will become enemies. It's a sort of turn-based tactics game that takes place in real time, though that's not actually accurate. Imagine Frozen Synapse where both players play at once and you have door kickers like tactics and multiplayer, and well, it is a very good tactics game. Like hands down, it is fun, it is well thought out, well implemented. The spawning on some maps could be fixed a bit. It also has single player, it has missions, but the multiplayer is where you will get the most bang for your buck in this game. Because playing it against friends, trying to figure out what their plan is, actually sketching it on screen, predicting what their next move will be is exhilarating. It is downright fun. Unless you lose, in which case you'll just be a sourpuss. Next we have Demetrius the Big Cynical Adventure. It is an adventure game that begins much like Broken Sword in Paris, but unlike Broken Sword, you can lose the game because you were arrested for photocopying your posterior in a police station. The game is full of those things that will just let you end the game early by doing something awfully stupid. The dialogue is fun, the graphics are, well, they're nice. Don't expect a lot of movement in them, they're kinda static, but it's a nice adventure game. It's very cynical, as the name implies, and has a lot of what you would call toilet humor. Though apparently there is now an option to disable that toilet humor, which kinda takes away from the experience, I'd say. You can find Demetrius right now on Steam for the price of 10 euros. And last on the list is a game for which we actually made a live stream. It would have been a much better live stream if one of our, let's say, friends had not bailed on us right after we gave him the game key, which was so nice of him. But Offworld Trading Company is a great game. This is a competitive multiplayer economical warfare game. You do not build units, you do not send tanks to destroy your enemy's base. Instead, you buy them out, you drive them into bankruptcy, you monopolize every bit of resources you can and just increase the price until everybody bleeds to pay you. This is the spiritual successor to Mule we have all been waiting for. You can play it in the campaign mode and skirmish mode and the daily challenges. You can play it in multiplayer, you can play it whichever way you want, and it is glorious. It is a game that honestly should get more attention, a lot more attention. Sure, it was released in April, so maybe that's why people aren't talking about it anymore, but come on. Name one economical strategy game that was released this year apart from Offworld Trading Company. There are none, and you can get it right now on Steam for the price of 40 euros. Well, that would be it for this edition of What Are We Playing This Week, the last one of the year. This show may return next year unless I replace it with something different about words. So see you in 2017, and tomorrow as well, because we still have a bunch of shows left for the rest of the year. Goodbye. Thank you for watching this show. If you enjoyed it, please consider watching some of our other videos and maybe sharing them or giving a thumbs up if you feel like it. And if you really liked what you saw, please check out our Patreon page. For just $1 a month, you could help us make much better shows and get some rewards in the process. Or you could consider buying my book called Tale of Doom. Volume 1 is out now and available for just $2. And as always, if you thought it was horrible, you know where to find me and complain about it.